And
do you have a question for us, sir, Mr. Sotomayor? Do you have a question for us? Anyone on the panel? Excuse me, I'm sorry. Is there a question that you have for us? Do you have a question for any of the women on the panel?
No, ma'am. I'm just talking.
You just want to come up here and just talk? I'm just asking. You just want to come here and just talk?
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on a second, ma'am. If I pulled out my dick and started pissing, would you ask me, am I pissing?
This is what this is turned into
You
tonight.
see me pissing? The only difference is I call shit down the middle. So I love it when people, and y'all notice it's one thing that black women tend to do. No offense, ma'am. But you asked me about my life, and I didn't ask any of y'all about y'all's, and I don't give a shit. We're talking about something. If it makes sense, it makes sense. You asked me if the woman I'm with is black, because the saying I say can't be with a black woman. Well, yes, he can be. Matter of fact, a lot of times when you talk shit about roaches, you know how you know so much about roaches? Because you have them. You know why you talk a lot of shit about a lot of shit? Because you know what it's like. People who eat bologna know what the fuck it tastes like. So if you listen to them talk about it, well, it's because they've had it. So a lot of men who talk about black women in a bad way, a good way, or indifferent way, it would be some shit if I sit up here and talked about white women. Then you said, have you dated a white woman? I said, no. Well, how the fuck would I know so much about them? I would know a lot about black women because I fucked them, dated them, and fucked some of the damn Instacart drivers. I like some of them white Instacart drivers to drop their shit off and be impressed by the house, but they don't. But the black bitches, yeah, that's something. They're doing that shit. They don't. Let me tell you something, man. I've had more black women put their lips on my dick than they lips on my dick. That's not a lie. And I'm not the only black man that's had that happen. There's a lot of black men that's had more black women suck their dick than kiss.
Do you have a question for us, sir, Mr. Sotomayor? Do you have a question for us? Anyone on the panel? Excuse me, I'm sorry. Is there a question that you have for us? Do you have a question for any of the women on the panel?
No, ma'am. I'm just talking.
You just want to come up here and just talk? I'm just asking. You just want to come here and just talk?
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on a second, ma'am. If I pulled out my dick and started pissing, would you ask me, am I pissing?
This is what this is turned into tonight.
See me pissing?
Tommy, my question is, what we gonna get out of going that way with it though?
I wasn't going that way. She came at me. The people were laughing.
She asked you because you're on the women's POV, my nigga. Like what?
Excuse me, ma'am. She can ask me a question. She asked me to ask her a question, my nigga. And
do you have a question for us, sir, Mr. Sotomayor? You have a question for us? And no, I didn't. I said, do you have a question? Like this is so corny. I said, do you have any questions for us?
No. He came here to get these dick riders to continue dick riding,
and that's why he's excited. Yeah, they're excited. Let the dick riders go off.
I'm on you. Go ahead, y'all. All they do is turn to gay comments about black men, and y'all wonder why? Y'all wonder why?
She wanted to know if you wanted to engage the women on the women's POV panel.
They can't respect themselves.
Wasn't nobody rude to you? She asked if you wanted to engage the women because you're on the women's POV panel.
No, she didn't say it like that, and you know it. Just like how you asked me about who I'm with. That's none of your business either.
How old are you, and have you been married before? I'm assuming you're not in a relationship. Is she black?
Yeah.
Okay. It's clear that you don't.
It wasn't.
That's okay.
But I answered your question, didn't I? Very respectfully.
So let's ask a premise. So we understand Tommy's premise. How do we improve it? Whose fault is it that men aren't approaching Tommy? Is it women or is it men?
It's women. You look at it like this. If men say anything that they don't like black women, these motherfuckers become vultures. Who talks to people like that they don't know? If someone's talking, you listen. You hear what the fuck they're thinking. You know who they are, and you don't have to even ask them a question. They'll let you know who they are, whether they're an asshole, a dick, broke, or whatever. You listen. But there's a reason why a lot of motherfuckers don't have shit, because they don't know how to listen. And if you watch a lot of black women, they're quick to talk, but not listen. You would know everything you need to know about somebody. If they're willing to talk, sit back and listen. That woman said, are you just up here to talk? Well, that's what I was doing. You have any questions for us? I didn't ask. Everything she asked, she already had the answer. So she's just being sarcastic, just like the other one. Is she black? Why would it matter? I don't know what anybody up here is dating and who they're dating. To talk to people is to have a level of respect. And if you have somebody up here just to say to these other people, because y'all didn't do anything wrong, I'm apparently the one who did something wrong. Why did y'all become dick riders? Because y'all didn't do what they wanted you to do. Let that sink in.
No, it was just apparent. It was just apparent what's happening here. It was very clear, homeboy.
That y'all were listening to me. Y'all were dick riding. Yep, it's very clear. Dick riding. That's how a female has to talk.
Listening.
Your queens talk like this.
You want us to listen? We were listening. We weren't dick riding. All that fake laughing was dick riding.
Well, I wasn't dick riding.
What if it was real laughing?
The shit was funny. It was funny. I'm sorry. The shit was funny.
What if it was real? It was actually funny.
Shit was funny.
As hell. The only one laughing is Angry Man.
They don't look at Let me tell you something, ma'am. I've had more black women put their lips on my dick than they lips on my dick. That's not a lie. And I'm not the only black man that's had that happen. There's a lot of black men that's had more black women suck their dick than kiss.
Do you have a question for us, sir, Mr. Sotomayor? Do you have a question for us? Anyone on the panel? Excuse me, I'm sorry. Is there a question that you have for us? Do you have a question for any of the women on the panel?
No, ma'am.